Republicans, because they're like, leave my kids alone. Here's one story of what you guys did, which is very weird, and I think it's very important for parents to hear this. A fake child services worker tries to take kids. Did that really happen in Polk County? A fake child services worker?
Oh, absolutely.
How did they do that? How does that happen?
Well, that's scary in and of itself.
Can you pull this story up, Rob? No, please continue. He'll pull it up for the audience.
They pretended to be DCF workers. And what this lady was going to do is she went to church with the mother of the child or the children that was removed.
This one right here? Is this the story?
Yes. So what she was going to do is get the child back where it was in DCF custody and return it to the mother who it had been taken from. So she goes there and pretends to be a DCF worker, Nicole Terry Thomas. And so fortunately, the person that was keeping the children at the time went, okay, so show me your ID. Well, I left it in the car. Well, go back and get it. Well, leave it at home. Well, I left it at home. Well, so the fake DCF worker, this Nicole Terry Thomas, says, if you don't give me the children, I'm going to call the sheriff's office. And so she said, well, call the sheriff's office. They called us out there. Now, are you ready for this? This lady called us out there for us to help take the children from the legitimate caregiver and give to the fake DCF worker. And of course, we got there, unraveled it, and put her in jail.
And there's a Nicole Terry Thomas, 56 years old, accused of pretending to be a child protective services employee in an attempt to kidnap a 9-year-old boy from his babysitter's home.
Right.
How does she profit from it?
Well, she was a friend with a mother who lost the child.
Got it.
And she was going to act as if she was the DCF worker, get the child, and return it to the mother.
I got it. So it wasn't like a child trafficking thing. It was just trying to get it. Now, how much time is she facing for doing this?
Well, when you look at the charges, she could get decades, but I don't think she had a real history. She was a church-going woman. She just had mental health issues, and it seemed to make sense to her at the time.
Wow. So a regular person who thought is doing a favor for a friend could end up doing 10 years plus.
Oh, yes. Easy.
Are you serious?
She attempted to kidnap the child.
Oh, my God. Wow. So friend of the mother tries to get the kid, is going to end up getting a decade. Church-going person. Unbelievable. Unbelievable to see something like this happen. Okay, here's another one for you, because you got a list of these. Store clerk arrested for selling alcohol to minors. Okay? Right. When I was a kid, I had friends of mine who had these store clerks. When you're 16 years old and you're raised in a very difficult upbringing and you party a lot, these people were your friends.
Yes.
But of course, we know they're not good to society because of what they're doing.
Sure.
How do you guys handle this crime in Polk County?
Well, it's interesting because we go undercover to all the convenience stores, and we go with what we call our explorers or our cadets, okay, our kids that are.
How old are these kids?
They're 17, 18 years old.
You hired these kids?
No. It's part of the Explorer, the police program. They want to be cops one day. So we go undercover and we send them in with money and try to buy beer.
Oh, my God.
And what we were doing in the beginning, if they sold them beer, we were giving them a notice to appear, the clerks, right? But they weren't paying any attention to us. They were just taking their ticket, paying their fine, and going around. So I said, hey, we'll stop that. Now, when they go undercover, and we call it auditing, we audit these stores. When they sell beer to an undercover child, we arrest them, put them in handcuffs, and take them to jail. It has slowed the sale of alcohol down to minors.
Of course. How many of these have you done? How many?
Oh, we do them every week or two.
And how many kids you guys send out?
We normally we'll send a team out. So say tonight, it's run out of our school resources division. So our deputies get a lot of feedback about, hey, we heard that this store's selling to children or this store's selling to children. So our school resource deputies take our students that are in our cadet program, and we go work undercover, and we'll do 10, 15, 20 stores a night, depending on how many
What's your
arrests
success
we make.
ratio? If you do 20, how many then will do a dumb thing and just sell them the alcohol?
Maybe 1 or 2.
Oh, so 5%. It's not a big percentage.
Now.
Okay. It used to be what?
It's now used to be 35%.
Oh, got it. So that's a big drop off because people are not.
Oh, it's huge.
And how much time do those do who sold the alcohol to a minor?
But normally they get fined when they go to court, unless, because I don't know that I've ever had a repeat on that. But here's something else I do. For all of the stores that pass, I send a letter. I sign the letter. We print it out and say, congratulations. We went undercover at your store and you did not sell to the minors. Thank you very much for adding to the positive environment to raise our children.
You not only humiliate the ones that screwed up, but you lift up the people that are doing the right thing.
Absolutely. And I've gone into convenience stores and seen my letter posted in their store.
I love that. That is, of course, that's an honor to say, look at what, and I would frame that and put it up to see.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. That's amazing. By the way, do a lot of kids, 54 years means if I'm 30, when you were coming up, you could have met me at 5 years old, and I'm a cop working for you, right? You said you have 1,900 or 2,000. The number was 2,000. Sure. How aggressively do you recruit cops? And in Polk County, how many kids grow up because of you saying, I want to be a cop one day, I want to be a sheriff one day?
A lot.
I can only imagine.
Now, I've got to tell you a funny story. So we are swearing in a group of deputies, and then we have their wife, their sister, their mother, their father pin on their badge, right? So a mother comes up and she's pinning on the badge of her son, who is now a brand new deputy. And I look at him when she's pinning the badge on, and I said, I worked for the sheriff's office before you were born. And he said, Sheriff, you worked for the sheriff's office before my mama was born. I thought that was a telling moment in life. So I had worked for the sheriff's office much longer than, and here he's old enough. I started work at the sheriff's office when I was 18. It's a God thing. I believe this is my mission field in life. And I worked my way through the ranks. I didn't run against the incumbent sheriff. He was a dear friend of mine, still is. When he retired, I ran for office. My dream from the time as far back as I can remember, is to be the sheriff of the county. And I've been offered to run for governor, House of Representatives, Senate. I've had political groups come really, really recruit me. That's a blessing.